Welcome to India and England News. Our guest today is Pranav Gill. He has made a big change in his career after spending 20 years at Chambers and 10 years as a manager of BMW Sudbury, and also one of the most influential and highly accomplished BMW managers in the country. His change is he is moving to Honda. We are going to talk to him about what made him change his career. Also, we are going to get some tips from him that when we are buying a car, whether it's a luxury car or functional car, what will be some of his tips? We will do that towards the end. So, Pranav, welcome to our show.
And thank you so much for having me.
Always pleasure to talk to you.
Thank you.
And I must say that under your leadership, BMW was a big supporter of our all the events we did. So we really appreciate and want to thank you for that.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Excellent. So now, this is a big change for you. I think you did a fantastic job as a manager of the BMW Sudbury. At least in the Indian American community, everybody came to know about that. And after doing all these things, what made you change your career?
You know, it came as of a couple of years ago. So after spending 18 years with her, first of all, an amazing organization. I worked among multiple luxury brands. Worked with BMW, Mercedes, Lexus, and Infiniti as well. You know, working for so long, creating a great store, an amazing team. The one thing I always wanted at the end of the day was to have a partnership. Have ownership. You know, when you own something, your blood, your sweat, your heart, everything you have goes into it. And I was ready for that next chapter. That's a big reason I made the move. I become a partner in Atamian Honda, which is located in Tewksbury, Massachusetts. It's an amazing organization. As a matter of fact, they started their automobile careers or into business back in the early 20s. So one of their
almost 100 years.
Almost 100 years. So one of their first sales actually came from a horse and carriage as a trade-in. It was a milk company in Boston that bought one of their first trucks from them. So just joined as of this past 2 weeks as a managing partner, and excited to see what I can do with not only this new store, this brand, and really bring it up to the next level.
So tell us about this store, the particular Honda. Show a little bit more about it.
Yeah.
And what type of cars you have and what is going to be your actual role there.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm going to be managing the day-to-day operations of the dealership as I've done at BMW and many other places over the years. We have a great team. The store's been in operation there for over 50 years. Single point Honda store. Actually, beautiful facility just built over the past 2 years. Amazing service department with a great selection of new Hondas as well as pre-owned as well. I do hope to also bring some nice luxury pre-owned options to that location for a lot of our clients to consider as well.
And I'm sure that many of your clients are going to move from BMW to Honda.
Well, you know, it's a more economical choice, so I would encourage everyone to start considering trading all their BMWs for Hondas, but I know that's not always going to happen.
So my question to you is because, you know, you have done with all the luxury brands and all those things. And especially when it comes to the Indian American community, there is also a lot of consciousness about having, big brands and all this stuff. So how important is the factor of a brand in buying a car? Or what are the other factors we should take into account before we buy the car?
Well, first of all, I'm not done in luxury.
Okay.
I still love to own luxury cars. And if any one of our previous clients still needs some assistance, we have a great relationship with the Chambers companies and we can get you any assistance there. But, you know, going back to your second question, what are some important considerations? You know, when buying a car, it's like a flavor of ice cream. Some people like chocolate, some people like vanilla, some people like strawberry. So it's really making sure it has the hot buttons that make you excited to drive it or make it, practical enough as you may need. One of the most important things I think people forget is where are you buying the car? What is the servicing there like? What is the reputation of that store? What is the tenure of the team of that store? Because the purchase experience is the shortest part of the ownership cycle. It's really how the dealership takes care of you over the years to come. from a servicing standpoint, answering your questions, you have a problem, are they there for you? That's when is really
We get focused so much on price.
People focus on price and sometimes hung up on $100, $200, but at the end of the day, when you're in a jam and you need some immediate assistance, you want a dealership that's going to be able to step up and provide you the assistance you need.
And that was one of the beauty and luxury at the BMW. I think BMW is quite well known for providing.
We had an amazing team. We had a state-of-the-art facility that Herb built, but also we were top 30 in the country, where every single human being that worked in that store knew how important it was to take care of clients. I got to tell you, being in this new store a week and a half, what an amazing group of people. Similar mindset. And now from my side, just introducing some new processes and really making it the best experience you could possibly have in a Honda store.
Okay. Now, so this, what type of cars you have there? Virtually every brand of Honda?
Yeah. So, Honda really has two sedans. They have the Accord and the Civic. Currently, we have the Pilot, Passport for SUVs, HRV, CRV as well, and then the Ridgeline pickup truck. They're also going to be releasing a all-new electric vehicle next year called the Prologue. So we're actually going through the EV readiness right now. We're going to be installing 5-6 more chargers on location for when our clients come in for service or when picking up your new vehicles, making sure they're fully charged, ready to go.
So, so there's only just one brand of electrical vehicles, or?
It's just one brand. We only have Honda for new vehicles. For pre-owned vehicles, we'll have multiple options.
Yeah. Okay. Now, I remember, there was a time in the Indian community, especially the young IT professionals and all who came to US from India. They had two choices, Honda Accord and Toyota Camry.
Yeah.
Is that still the case? Or?
It seems like it. I mean, the Honda Accord has been one of the best-selling sedans in the United States for, I think I read the statistic the other day, 25 plus years. And look, Honda and Toyota are both known as one of the most reliable automobiles out there. So it's an obvious choice for so many consumers.
Yeah. Now, as somebody, again, I'm repeating myself here, is, dealt with the luxury cars and all. What type of cars do you have owned personally?
Obviously, BMW. Even leaving BMW, I bought a BMW before I left, so that's what I still drive.
You got a good deal too, I hope.
I did get a good deal. We've had Range Rovers in the family. We have had exotics in the family between Lamborghini, but BMW and really has been our main brand for years. Now we'll have to convert some Hondas.
Okay, good. So now, how do you get in? It's very rare to come across, an Indian American into this car, high-end sales and your management positions. How did you get interested in the auto industry?
Well, I think we covered a brief part of that in my last interview, which was almost 10 years ago.
10 years ago, yes.
But yeah, I got into this business by accident right out of college. And, it's simply a matter of needing to make a paycheck to get things covered over the course of coming out of school. But I really fell in love with the business in the sense that being around high-end automobiles all the time, it's an emotional purchase, and seeing the joy you bring into people's lives when delivering one of these vehicles. But the other thing that really struck a chord with me coming out of college was the opportunity in this industry. And I realized if I put my head down and just continuously outwork people around me, opportunities would continue to come. Now, fast forwarding even today, I talked to you a little bit about this maybe prior to our interview, but why did I get presented an opportunity that I have? It's a couple of reasons. A, continuing to work on your personal brand, making sure you are outworking people around you and creating an amazing reputation. But I believe it's equally important to let people know what you want to do in life. What are your goals? What are your career goals? And for younger professionals, I think we sometimes are too hesitant to go after that. Over the past 2-3 years, Upendra, whether it was with the Herb Chambers companies or whether it was business contacts or other dealers, I made sure everyone knew what I wanted to do in life. And I'm excited to say that chapter's come.
Yeah, excellent. And here you have some ownership structure and...
Yeah, so, I'll be running day-to-day operations, but also equity as a managing partner.
And managing partner. Excellent. And tell me a little bit about the history of this family who owns this business.
Yeah, so the Atamian family got into the business in as we discussed earlier, in the mid-20s. So they had locations in Boston, Worcester, and Tewksbury. The current location started in about 1968. Currently, Atamian is known as one of the top volume dealers for Honda in the state. They're perennial leaders when it comes to customer excellence, as well as, you know what I was really amazed by joining this facility was the tenure of so many of the employees. You know, my first week at a new store, I make a note of going and meeting every single person that works there. And just the amount of people, I've been here 10 years, 12 years, 15 years, and how much they love working for that organization just tells me I made the right decision.
Excellent. Now, your last word on your career change and the new Honda dealership.
Last word. I'm excited, guys. You know, we've done so much together in the Indian community over the years, and equally excited to see, you know, what this new store can accomplish. It's a very successful store. My job is to make it more successful.
Actually, I'm talking about the Indian community. I think under your leadership at BMW Sudbury, you know, you really helped a lot of non-profit Indian American organizations and community organizations, and also definitely play a very important role in our women's Choice Awards and Women of the Year, especially, you know. So we are really very grateful to you, and hopefully, I'm sure the community is going to find out very soon after this interview, both for buying the car from you, and I'm sure they will come for you again, your help and support.
I appreciate that, and I got to tell you, the amazing support and friendships I've made within the community over the past 10 years, I look forward to continuing them. And thank you, everyone, for, you know, all the support. And I want to see you next week at the Honda store, ready to pick up your new car.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Thank you, Pranav, so much.
Thank you so much.
Excellent. And all the best.